I'm so rusty at doing this that I wasn't paying attention to my timer, and I got kicked out because I didn't make enough space. So let me just pick, if I can, back up where I was talking about that sometimes I shut down, like I had to shut down recently because of the weather. I am not a winter person, and I tend to do my best work in the spring, summer, which is another reason that I think it will be wise for me to eventually move down to Palm Springs, where I can be in the weather that I am best suited for 24/7, because everything around me changes when I'm cold and I'm uncomfortable. And so knowing that about myself, I will be making those changes. But I'm going to go back and try to wrap this up. If you missed the first part of this, it's in the 8-minute version that is posted in this obviously same outfit. But talking about soulmates, I've had to learn a few things about how I've treated some people in the past, and I need to say I'm sorry, and I wish I could go back and not be the crude and uncaring person that I became, because I was loving from an old understanding of love, where it feels like possession, where people are there for your amusement, and they're not your playthings. They are human beings having an earthly experience. They're heavenly beings having an earthly experience, and you change them and chain them to you in a fashion that was not helpful to them. And if I'm speaking that about myself, I know there's others who understand exactly what I'm saying. You can't love that way, and you can't call that love. I want you today to examine your heart first, because how can you love someone else if you can't love yourself? Get clear on who you are, and that you honestly do care about yourself and the things that you might be doing that are harmful to yourself, that will shorten the time and the ability you will have to love someone else. And get clear and clean, and then look for that person or those people who are connected to you soul to soul, and take an attitude of servitude with them. How can I be there for you? It's not about money, it's about time. See, time is more valuable a resource than anything else you will ever have. And how you spend your time and on whom you spend your time will say volumes about who you are. And it will change your life, because you spend that time in a very fertile, constructive place, everything changes. You don't change because you went to college. You change because you put the time in to totally focus on a new room, on new vistas for a period of time. You do that with anything, you change, you grow, you get better. So those are the challenges for right now, going into the spring. This is why I'm speaking again, because I know I'm not the only one that's been a little dormant, a little stagnant in these winter months. It's hard to have hope sometimes when the world itself looks so dark and dismal. But just as those buds are coming on the trees and the flowers are beginning to come back, you got to know that that's just the season that you're in, and that you are not always going to be in the winter of your life, that there was always going to be the possibility of change and greatness in you. So embrace it, know you're not alone, and let's get ready to be where we didn't know we could be. Let's get ready to become who we didn't know we could become. And look for those that we're connected to soul, because they're part of your evolution. I'm Brother Eden Douglas in Albuquerque, New Mexico. In the dark, in this daylight savings time, that's kind of weird. You know, why would we make it darker to start work? I know. I am not the master of the universe, am I? But here I am, speaking to you again, and looking forward to being 100%. But 75 is not so bad. Peace.